Hello Taurus, welcome to this video. So first off, we have the Knight of Swords. You could be either thinking of some impulsive actions that you've had, or you may actually make a quick action towards someone. But whatever it is that you're getting at here, whatever it is that you're going after, it's like you're going after it with a lot of enthusiasm, you're excited, which is good, whether it's a person or just a goal in your life. However, this is something that's going to take time with the Seven of Coins, so it's good that you're like in a star on it, you're having this energy to put your work into this, you know? Put your energy into this, but you're going to have to wait a little until you really see this grow. So if it's something with someone, you might quickly like want to take some action towards this person, let them know it's on your mind, but it takes days, years, months, however long to build a relationship that's really steady or something like this, if that makes sense. So it's like quick action towards something that it's just going to take a little bit longer. You might be feeling a little impatient. So between you, we have the King of Swords and the Star card. So both air sign cards. You could definitely be dealing with an Aquarius. There might be a little bit of like coldness between you occasionally. King of Swords is about just like giving someone the cold shoulder, but there's still hope here, which is interesting. Someone could have also decided, it looks like it's you, like in your mind, you really decided to still have hope for the situation, or that there was hope in this connection. Okay, so it looks like the person that you're dealing with recently has had a lot of change enter their life, or they initiated some kind of change in their life, so they're just kind of waiting to see the benefits of that right now. They could also really be hoping that things will change between you, but with the Hangman and the Emperor, it's like they aren't taking the action to make these changes. It's like they're just hoping, you know, the relationship will change on its own in some regard, but you seem to be the one who's more willing to take action towards this person, because they're kind of in a period of contemplation. They're trying to understand right now what it is that they want in their life, who it is that they want in their life. This person's really trying to get themselves together and making these changes, like I said, waiting to see the benefits. You could be dealing with someone who's a bit controlling here. Occasionally the Emperor is someone who's very controlling, or has some kind of theme of control. It could also be an Aries. But it's like this person looks like they're not taking action in order to feel like they're in control of the situation, in control of the connection. Like if they withhold themselves, this is, I guess, empowering to them. Because I feel like this person doesn't want to like take action and regret it or something. So I think this person is waiting for you to come to them. They could be hoping you'll change your mind about something as well. But yeah, it looks like between both of you, there was some kind of decision that you would like to have a future with this person, or like there's hope, inspiration within this connection. Like you both mutually decided to hold on to this hope. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. So you could meet someone, it could be a friendship or something like this, where you're like, I feel very connected to this person. Maybe you're very similar, or there's someone in your life where you really want to talk to them. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. There could be someone watching over you, some kind of ancestor. You could be really getting in touch with your family and things like this at this time. With a steady mind, I'm connected to our collective experience. So yeah, I really think that there's someone here in your life in general. It could be this person, it could be anyone, but it looks like you're feeling very connected to them, and like through their life experiences, through what you see them going through, or what they have said to you, what they have taught you, it makes you feel very, like it's opened your mind, it's connected you a lot to the collective human experience. I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. So yeah, it's like, it's fine. I think it's fine that you're taking action towards this thing, because with Seven of Coins, it's like this person plants all these seeds, basically, of coins, which you're going to see the benefits of this action, but it's going to take, like, you have to honor this natural process of growth and transformation. It's not going to be overnight. It's not something that you could just press a button and, like, try it one time and it's going to be with you forever. It's like, whatever this is, whether it's this connection with this person or some kind of experience, growth you're trying to gain within yourself, it's going to be consistent work. But I think you're dedicated enough to this, you care enough about this, that you're willing to put in this consistent work. So I think it's kind of important that you just honor the natural process of growth and transformation. Convention. Okay, so this could be someone who, you know how I said, like, you're feeling very connected to someone? You could just really you could have met someone, or there's someone in your life where you're like, oh, you know, we really have similar outlooks. With convention, it's like, you could have very similar backgrounds, ideas about life, about how life should be lived. Could also be that you're appreciating someone who is outside of these conventions that you are used to seeing. Like, this card has a person kind of in a box here. So you could actually be wanting to, like, now you're not resonating as much with these conventional attitudes or beliefs or lifestyles. And so there's someone who shows you something outside of that, and you're like, you know, this makes a lot more sense to me. For others of you, it's just that you have these same conventional beliefs, which conventional beliefs aren't always a bad thing at all. It's just, I get for some Taurus, it's like you're trying to deviate from that path of convention, and others for you, it's like these ideals that were instilled in you, there's someone who has similar ideals in your life, you're appreciating them. You could be like, oh, like this person's like me in some way. Seduction. So could be feeling a little seductive. Maybe there's someone that you want to seduce, and this could be the thing here. It's like you want to seduce them with the Knight of Swords. Like you want to go towards them, take this action, seduce them. But you might realize, actually, well, the goal isn't just to seduce them, like you want them to stay in your life. So you could be thinking more long-term in some regard. Or like this, I'm just going to leave that there, I think. Okay, protection. There could be someone around you who's very protective over you at this time. And it could also be whoever this person is that you feel like has really, like, opened your mind up, or you feel very connected to this person now, I was saying, like you feel like you're very similar, or they've taught you something about life. It's important to protect this connection with this person, like don't sabotage it. For some of you, you could also be protected from some experiences of the collective that aren't for you, if this makes sense. So there are some parts of the collective that you're actually protected from in some regard. It could be like some kind of privilege or something like this, but also criticism. So since this is over, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. You could be criticizing something before it's really reached its potential or before it's like on the way. So you could see a flower, for example, and it's like down here and you're like, oh, that flower is hardly grown. Like something like this. And you're thinking, oh, this flower should be 10 centimeters tall and it's this or that. But you don't realize it's still in the process. It's still transforming. It's growing. So you caught this, whatever this is that you were criticizing, at a time before it had bloomed, basically. So I think this is just saying, like, don't write something off before you truly know what's going on for some of you. This could also be that someone has criticized you before, like, you were in the process of growing, of transforming, of trying to gain experience in something. Like maybe you're just starting something out. You go to guitar lessons, it's like your first guitar lesson. Someone's like, that person sucks at guitar. And it's like, this is my first day. Like, I can be great in a year. Do you see what I mean? Like someone prematurely criticizing someone or something before you can even make that kind of call about this thing, about this person. Interesting. So I think, protect yourself from that kind of criticism. If this is coming towards you from someone, it's just kind of like, this person doesn't know where you're going, or this person doesn't know that you're going to keep practicing guitar for every day and you're going to be awesome at it, So protect yourself from this kind of criticism from the collective. It could be like, you could just be choosing to ignore mentally some kind of criticism that was prematurely analyzing you or your capabilities. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by the gods. So it could be something to do with a sibling here. There's a lot here about like family and feeling connected to people. You could be wondering as well, since it's over convention, you could be wondering, like, do I want to uphold like conventional beliefs and impose these on my children? Which is a very specific message, but there could have been someone, like I said, who opened your mind beyond conventional beliefs that people will hold and then they change. Like, the conventions 200 years ago were very different from where we're at now. So you might be thinking, should I, or like you want to? For some of you, you want to instill conventional beliefs into your children. For others of you, you could be thinking, I don't want to impose these conventional beliefs onto my children. New romance is imminent, either with a newcomer or through reignited passion in your existing relationship. Be open to giving and receiving love. And this is over seduction as well. So for some of you, it's like you met someone, you're starting to seduce them, you're starting to like get to know them, but you're showing your best side or something. For those of you who are already in a relationship, it's like someone in your relationship is going to seduce the other and like win their heart back, or just add more fire, more passion into the relationship by expressing their love, by giving their love and having it be well received by you, or your expression of love be well received by this person. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So it's like, sorry, 1 second, let me turn this off. So it's important that you don't criticize yourself. You protect yourself from criticism from other people. Even if someone directly criticizes you, it's important that you don't continue to criticize yourself, but also protect yourself from holding on to this anger, this unforgiveness, this resentment. Because in the end, that's closing you off. Holding this anger and stuff, that's closing you off to experiencing love with the connections that you're currently in, or love where you're at now with this person. So it looks like you're really opening up your heart in some way, or this is what you're being called to do, is to kind of open your hearts, and not hold on so tightly to this like anger, this unforgiveness. Like, protect yourself from this critical thoughts of yourself, of another person, this anger. Protect yourself from that, like, within yourself. New psychic and spiritual experiences are changing the way you view the world and yourself. Allow your spiritual gifts to open through study, prayer, and meditation. And this is over criticism, and like, I honor the natural process of growth and transformation. So exactly, like, you may have criticized yourself or another person before. There's something that in your, like, you criticized it in your old way of viewing things, in your in your old way of viewing the world and yourself. You were in this place of criticism or holding up these conventions, but now that you've had a change of perspective, you don't view whatever it was that you were criticizing about yourself, about another person, the same way. Like, that criticism doesn't hold anymore. It could also be that this is what happened to someone else, like they had this criticism of you, but you were still in this process of changing the way you view the world yourself, and they weren't aware that you were undergoing this change, this transformation, if this makes sense. So it was like someone could have prematurely criticized you, but that's not what's important anyways. What's important about this is that your perspective is expanding to new experiences, to a more probably well-rounded and not like in a box perspective. Fortune. So you could be feeling very fortunate to know someone, or there's someone who feels very fortunate to know you, basically. Like, they feel very connected to you, they feel very drawn to you, they feel very fortunate. And health also. So this is over this romance card and like this seduction. I already got these. I guess I'm getting more. You could be really learning ways to have a healthy connection, a healthy relationship with this person, and so this could be how the passion is like reigniting in your connection with this person, because you could have realized about some like behaviors of your own that weren't healthy, or maybe you just didn't know, like you just didn't know what a healthy relationship looks like or something like this, because some people truly do not. And so this could be something that you're really learning, because maybe for some of you it was that you experienced things growing up where you just had a different idea about relationships than other people do. I think a lot of people have very different beliefs about what a relationship should be or what they expect, and you could have expanded your worldview on this, your perspective on this, outside of what you were taught like growing up or what you saw in movies or something like this. Something that feels more healthy to you, basically. Could also be someone that you were dealing with had this perspective of like, I don't want to say less healthy, but they had a different expectation about love or what it should look like or what relationships should look like. So they could have had to kind of understand that there was a healthier way to go about things besides, like, apart from what they had learned growing up. Okay, Enterprise. So I think with releasing this anger, this unforgiveness that you were having in your heart, in your mind, there's so much, like, there's so many other emotions available to you, positive emotions, that you will feel after you stop chiming on this, like, anger, this resentment towards other people, towards yourself. It's like there's bounds of joy and things once you stop chiming on that. And also inheritance. So you could be very fortunate There could be some kind of fortune coming towards you in regards to like an enterprise or some kind of inheritance, like money. Could have been someone like you or someone else was like they were going to start some kind of, like they wanted to start a family fortune or something like this, and you're like, but you have no money. But you didn't realize they were like in the process of building their wealth. If that makes sense. Or it could have been the same for you. Like, could have been like, you're like, oh, I have this really good idea, and you're just excited about it, you want to talk about it, or you have these plans for like your children's inheritance or something like this, and someone criticized it like, oh, well, you don't even have this or that, and you're like, just wait, you'll see, and it's happening, it's expanding for you. All right. Don't make decisions based on guilt or what you think you should do, for it is only in being true to yourself that you can be true to others. So this is over like the whole conventions thing. It could have been that you, for a while, you're making decisions like, oh, well, I'm expected to be this way, I'm expected to look this way, or speak that way, or dress this way or that way, or like maybe if you're a woman, sometimes, people expect the man to come to the woman. In America, I guess, for the most part. Like, they expect women to wait. Sometimes. But you might be thinking, just because that's the convention doesn't mean that's the way it has to go for me. Or something like this. Just expanding your worldview in a sense beyond convention. Like, you don't have to play by the rules. In that sense, you don't have to play by these conventions that were imposed upon you by movies or your parents or anything like that. You could be true to yourself and what feels right to you if you want to be the pursuer or if you want to be pursued. That's what I meant by that, really. Secret admirer, someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And this is over all the romance and the seduction, so there could be someone who is really they might be around you, talking to you, but they're really like trying to seduce you in some regard. They're secretly trying to really get you to like them because they have feelings for you. It is important right now to take a step back and spend some time alone. Instead of placing your focus on another, now is the time to give to yourself. So yeah, with the whole like releasing anger, unforgiveness from your mind, instead of focusing on all of that, on how someone did you wrong, is saying, that doesn't matter. Leave that in the past. Focus on yourself, what you can build for yourself now, which I think you are doing. Romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. So, there is some romance coming in for you, Taurus, and it's with someone who you don't know. They haven't told you that they have feelings for you yet, and they could have acted a little cold because they're trying to hide these feelings for you. Wow, this has been really long already. I'm really talking through this. And my camera's outside. Confidence, pride, poise, assurance. So, this person that you're going to be going into a relationship, they're not going to be someone who's trying to limit you or to, slight you. This is someone who wants to see you in a place of confidence. They're going to assure you that you deserve the best, and they're going to prove it through their actions that, you deserve the best. And this romantic prospect might actually give you a lot of confidence. Distance, divide, separation, and discord. So yeah, it's someone that you're at a distance from now. You had some separation, you had some discord, you had some divide between you, and you could have spent a long time trying to be like this or that or something. But this is just saying, now it's time to move forward. This distance between you is for a reason. Perhaps you just have different ideas about conventions or whatever, so there is a separation, you don't align. But now, You're moving forward. Mystery, this is called the key. Mystery, moving forward, knowledge. So there's something that you're really expanding, and it's like a mystery to you at some point. Like, it's something that you really come across now, this worldview, this perspective, and it makes a lot of sense for you to like stay with this perspective for a while going forward, and understanding that whatever side of things that you didn't understand before. And like I said, for some of you, I'm not saying, it's either someone that criticized you, but it could be something at first. You criticized this thing or this person because you didn't understand. And now you're like, wait a second. They might have been onto something, but you criticized them based off of your conventions that were instilled in you. And so now it's like, oh, now you have this knowledge of this other side of things. You could be really learning a lot about like your spirituality, about yourself. I'm really getting a lot of Tauruses are like picking up some kind of skill, some kind of hobby, or like an interest that you're really learning about, really thinking about, pondering. Travel. Okay, you might be wanting to travel to this person. I haven't talked about them much. They're just kind of waiting on you, which could be the thing, like maybe you're used to being pursued, but this person is waiting for you to pursue them. You're wanting to pursue them. So I think it's like you heading towards someone. Also, answers. So there's some kind of answers that are coming to you right now about this distance, about this like anger and resentment and this divide. It might be starting to become more clear and make more sense why you have separated from this person or this thing. Peace. Yeah, you separated from this person or this thing for, you left in the past, they left in the past, whatever, for this peace, this mutual peace for both of you. It was what was in the best interest of both of your guys' peace, of mind, of emotion, of spirit, or what have you. Okay, so this is messages from this person. They're just kind of waiting on things to change, but like they don't want to do anything. I'm sorry. You're sorry. You're beautiful. This person thinks you're very beautiful. I think so highly of you. Yeah, they do have a lot of hope for you and this connection. Words can't explain my feelings for you, so maybe it was just a lot of overwhelming feelings. Whoever this distance is from, it could be this romantic interest of yours. There's all of this distance, but you know, there was a lot of emotions that weren't really clear. Like you were feeling a lot for this person, they were feeling a lot for you, and it could have actually really disturbed your peace. And feelings could be wonderful, it's great to have feelings for someone, but sometimes it could bring up a lot of negative emotions, if that makes sense. So this person just wants to have some emotional tranquility through this separation. You mean the world to me. You mean a lot to this person. Definitely. I wish things were different. Yeah, they're hoping things will somehow change and become different. But it's like they're just waiting to see how that will play out. Okay, thank you, Taurus. This has been fairly long. If you like this video, please like this video. If you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe. Also, if you like a personal reading, please email me. The email for that is in the description of this video. Thank you.